Welcome back to another BC Procast, episode number 56. Today we have a special guest that's about to walk in. We flew him out of a small town of LA. His name, you know him from Spider-Man.
You know him, you love him.
Tom Holland. So, Tom.
Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you, Tom. So tell us, how did you like...
Hello, geezers. Welcome back to BC Procast, episode 56. We are so excited to be here. I'm very excited. She's very excited. He's very excited because this podcast is essentially a part two because we've already done this once before, right? Didn't we talk about?
I'm a completely different person.
Yeah, we
Braedon.
did.
What are we talking about? How did
we talk? Podcast? No, me. I've already done it.
The engagement series.
This is the engagement series.
This is
and hopefully the last,
final.
The last one, hopefully. We have an engagement. Jayla and Caeden have gotten. We usually don't like to date.
Zoom
things,
in.
But what's the date that you guys got engaged?
November 30th,
2024. Oh, sorry.
Okay, let's do it again.
November 30th, 2024.
Perfect. They got engaged.
And we're getting married on.
So we're gonna kind of like rapid fire this. I have a bunch of questions I'm very excited for. Jill's gonna actually explain what happened because we always know that the girl should be able to explain exactly to a T and make it sound absolutely amazing and not something that's a little random thing because Caeden literally made an entire movie out of it.
Yes,
like
it was a
first
movie.
scene, second scene, act, all that stuff with a super
actually filming for
emotional
a Hallmark
ending.
movie.
We actually are still, we have a lot, like right now we have like a documentary team following us.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. So you'll see it.
Them.
But
live audience too.
We have Jayla and Caeden try not to blind the audience, but let them see. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It is, let's say it's hefty.
It's hefty.
Let's
awesome.
just say this. If the sun hits it on the right spot, cars start running off the road because they were blinded.
There's also rainbows everywhere.
Let's just say people have gone to medical hospitals and said, I think I just became legally blind.
So,
because
going to what the initial...
It's a boulder. Let's just say that. It's not a rock. It's a boulder.
So...
That's crazy.
Starting... I'll begin.
Wait, why are you talking? Isn't it me? I interview guys?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's...
Stuff. So I was going to say stuff.
What are you going to say?
So how we began the engagement, or when I decided that I was going to get engaged to her, was...
Did you just ask yourself a question?
I did.
That's very smooth.
So how it happened was I talked to her father before I did anything, because that's very important. Guys, if you're listening, you always talk to the father every single time. You get his respect. You show that you're honorable. Or
mother if you don't have a dad.
Oh, yeah. Well,
if they don't have a dad.
do both. Actually do both. Highly recommend it. Because if this is my mindset. If you get both of them with you, both of them. if you get both of them with you on the same page and you allow them in and everything, it just makes it so much more special because you feel like you got their blessing. Also, this episode is sponsored by Fresca.
We're sponsored by them, so you can show it.
So, men out there, make sure you talk to their father and their mother. And if they have a really cool brother, do that too.
I actually knew exactly when they talked because Braedon was being so sus.
And or legal guardian.
Yes.
Which means grandma, grandpa, aunt.
Or a random person.
Older brother.
Exactly. So I talked to all of them, and then I figured out this plan. I always had this dream of how I'd get engaged to Jayla, specifically.
Yep.
And so I had like this big dream that I wanted to go for, and I remember telling Braedon and telling the world how I can get this. Well, not the world. I told Rachel how I can get this plan suited for.
So Jayla, how did he propose?
Should I go through the whole day?
What?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
In detail?
You're...
Okay. Right on for that. It's a lot of details. Okay, so I was supposed to work on the 30th, which was a Saturday this year. And I was supposed to work in the morning. And so I got up at 8. My shift was scheduled to 8:30 to 12. And then I was supposed to go to Milwaukee with my girl cousins and my aunt, my grandma, my mom, to celebrate my cousin's birthday. So I was excited for the day. And I opened the door, and there was an envelope and a vase, an empty vase, and my favorite snacks and a Red Bull, sugar-free, on the floor. Couldn't even get out of my room. And it said Blue on it, which is what my name is.
Did I say that?
What?
Do you want to say that?
Blue?
Yeah. Isn't that like between you guys?
Okay, anyway.
It's okay.
That was on the envelope, so I knew it was from him. I don't know who else would it be from. But anyway.
Who
So I
put it
opened
there?
Your mom did. I got there at 6:45 because I called Jayla before, and she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 7." So I was like, "Dang, really?"
I don't get out of bed.
And so I was like, "Are you serious?" So I was like, "All right, sounds good." So I texted Sister Amy. I was like, "All right, I'll be there at 6:45 to drop it off," and then I dropped it off. And Sister Amy texted me. She goes, "She's not waking up. I might have to open her. I might have to knock on her door."
And she did. She
Did
opened
she
the door to
actually?
check to see if I was awake. Anyway, so, oh my gosh. So then I open it. My whole family's kind of acting a little sus.
Nope.
Yes, they were.
No, I wasn't. I
Yes.
wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Okay,
No, I wasn't.
fine. Braedon wasn't.
I wasn't even
But my
trying to act
parents
like
were
what was
like-
happening. They're like, "Oh, you should ask Jayla
We are
like
not
what the
gonna
card
get through
means."
this
I'm
whole
so
story.
dead serious. I was trying to act like I didn't even care.
Okay. So they were all kind of like asking me like, "Oh, what's that? What's that?" Anyway, it was a note with a puzzle piece in it and cash. A lot of cash.
No, you don't. Okay.
That was the line.
Dude.
Hey,
So I took the cash and I put it in my pocket.
On you said.
No, well,
You did, thank you.
I didn't think you were gonna. I thought you just said cash, and
It
then I
was
was
a
like,
lot
sweet.
of cash. It wasn't
It
like
was
a 20. It was
bands.
Jayla, okay. So
like fake
anyways,
stack, you know?
because of something.
Fresh from the bank. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so then...
Even got the ink all over it
What?
when you rob a bank. You
Oh,
guess.
okay. Anyway, he didn't do that. So then I read the letter, and it is basically, he's like, "Hey, good morning. It's me,
You little Mexican.
you little Mexican boy." Okay, I don't know how much you're sharing.
Okay,
Because apparently
no,
I'm
don't-
sharing too much.
No, that's okay.
So then it said, "You're like impossible to get free. You're not working today. Nikki and Addie, shout out to my girls, are covering your shift, and your thing with your family in the city is not happening." That was a lie. And also, someone's picking you up at 10 a.m. and my phone was thrown in a lake. You cannot contact me. See you soon. That's what it said. So I was like, okay, that's pretty obvious what's happening today. My nails looked...
Wait, you knew
Yes, from that moment.
that you were gonna get proposed to?
Yes. I just didn't know how or when.
Cap.
Cap.
No cap. Can confirm. So then at home, my parents were like, that's interesting, that's interesting. Everyone read the letter, and I was like, yeah, that is. Or like looking at this. It's interesting. You know? But I didn't say anything. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't want to put them in a weird predicament to lie to my face again. So then my friend Rachel came to pick me up at 10. And she was there on time, a little early too. And I was like, is this good for my outfit? Because I was like, I don't know what's happening today. She's like, oh yeah, that's great. That's good. That's good. I was like, okay. So then we went to brunch. And I was asking her some questions, but she was like, yeah, we're going to go get some food. And I was like, okay. Got to the place. our hyphen leaders were there. And I was like, okay.
Like a breakfast spot, you were saying?
The brunch spot. And so it was super busy as Saturday morning.
Is that planned?
Yeah.
Them being there?
Oh, them being there?
Yeah. No.
Oh, no.
Was not
I was
planned.
like, yo, you
So
went
they
deep.
were with some friends, and so we were like, she's like, 30-minute wait. We're like, cool. Can we just go talk to these people? So we go over and talk to them, and they're like, where's Caeden? You guys on a little date? Like you and Rachel? You guys on a date? Where's Caeden? I was like, I don't know where he is. And I was like looking at Rachel. I was like, yeah, excuse me. I was like, this morning has been weird. They're like, really? And I was like, yes. And then Rachel had to go take a phone call. And so then I was like, this is my opportunity to be like, I think I'm getting engaged today. And they're like, and then Ashley, shout out, she's like, what? Oh my gosh, you totally are. Oh my gosh, you totally are. And I was like, okay, shh. He found the DL. I don't want to like spoil it. So then we take a selfie just in case. And then we eat our food. Rachel's kind of, we're just having a regular conversation, but I keep like joking with her and I'm like laughing. We're laughing about something and I'm like,
like with your hand.
Like in her face. Because we both know we're just not saying it.
It's so weird to see you.
So, Braedon, stop crying.
I'm not crying.
Anyway.
It's weird to see you with that on.
So then we're driving and she's like, okay, the next destination I can't disclose. I cannot tell you. I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out anyway. I'm pretty good with my directions. So I was like, well, how far would we drive? She's like 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, cool. So then she takes like a kind of interesting way to a nail salon. And the second, like, we're at the stoplights that's by it, I'm like, okay, that's where we're going. So we pull in. I was like, and there's like a mattress firm right next to it. And she's like,
mattresses.
We're getting mattresses. And I was like, yeah, okay. So we get in. Little do I know, their team there literally knows that I'm getting engaged. So they're giving me the best nail technician. He's being very helpful. I like said I want oval, and he's like, almond would look better on your fingers, like almond shape of a nail. So he was really looking out for me. And he took his time. And so then after that, I was like, I haven't documented anything yet. Because I wanted to like make a video like, I'm getting engaged today.
Yeah.
So I needed to go to the bathroom anyway. So I went to the bathroom and I like filmed and I was like, I'm literally, okay, I wasn't filming on the toilet. Let me just preface. I went into the bathroom. It was a one stall, whatever. And I was like, guys, checking in. I'm literally getting engaged today. Because I wanted to remember this, and have documentation. Though Rachel was filming me like all day. So then we leave and she's like, okay, we're going to go back to your house and you're going to change. And I'm like, okay, you better help me. Because if this is like the outfit that's happening in, I want to make sure it's good. So we get to my room and I'm like, should I wear a dress? Should I wear this? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, should I wear white? She's like, duh. And I'm like, okay, this is happening. Cool. So then after I get ready, she hands me another card. She goes out in her car. She comes back. And the title on this one is called In the Beginning. ... Right? So then I'm reading it. And each letter, by the way, is multiple pages long. Like at least 3, if not 4. Handwritten letters. Now, it's not like the full like 8 by whatever, 11 paper, but like this guy's hand was probably cramps at this point. So, very thought out, very romantic, very, all the things. So I was reading it and basically this was like the instructions for the day. So I'm ready to go. And he's like, okay, your nails look so good. I'm like, liar, you don't even see them, bro. So then I'm reading through and it's like, I'm going to take you on to 12 different locations. And they're all the milestones in our relationship. And there's puzzle pieces in each envelope. And at the end, you'll put all the puzzle pieces together. And it will be, an address will be revealed of the last location to go to. So like this 12, that's a lot. So I was like, and it was like, I don't even know what time it was, like 1 at this point. So we were fueled up. We were ready to go. And then Rachel grabbed the vase. She filled it with water. And so we went to the first location. Each location, he gave me a clue. So that letter had the clue of where we first met or something. And that was our old building, our church building. And so we drove there, and like for the majority of the clues, I got them right away. But there was like 2 of them that I was like very much blanking. And she did have to help me, like a little bit with little clues. But 10 out of 12, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So I also have short-term memory loss, so that's really good. So we went there, and we're like looking, and it was at the door. And so basically every single destination, he made us drive to. I'm not going to disclose the information, but
what was that? What was at the door?
It was another like letter. It said milestone number 1, and there's flowers. So those flowers are then put in the vase at the end. There's like this beautiful bouquet of flowers. So dude was in order. Like the milestones were in order. So Rachel and I were driving around a lot. Like we were going 15 minutes this way, back, 15 minutes this way.
When Jill
back.
says in order, like the order of their relationship, it wasn't like based on what is around each other.
Yes.
Like he didn't factor in drive time, which is no problem. But it wasn't about efficiency. It was taking her through a story.
Exactly. The anticipation was everything. Like he was really setting this up. And it was very special. And so then I would read, and then there'd be a clue at the end of each one. And so each location had flowers, a note, a clue, basically a glimpse into his perspective at all these points, which is really sweet. So, and also, like 2 weeks earlier, we were getting like breakfast at Panera. And he was like, do you even remember our first kiss? I was like, yeah, boy, it was so awkward. It was great, but it was awkward. And so I was sharing my perspective of it, and he's like, yeah, you got that right, actually, because I really don't have good memory all the time. And I said, okay, well, I said something like, well, what do you remember? And he literally said, I'll tell you later. I'm like, okay. But like in the back of my head, I was like, when? Like in a month? Because I really did not know it was going to happen this soon. Anyway, so the last milestone, we even went out to like 30 minutes away to the closest city to us. Like he made us drive. We did get a coffee stop at that point. Little did I know they were right ahead of me and Rachel at each location. So I started like looking around at like number 3 or 4 because I was like, someone's got to be watching me.
Are you serious?
Yes. I literally was. Like, I was like, especially the one in the city, because I was like, there's so many people here that could easily be hiding. But I wasn't like going to go find you guys. No.
Dang, we were good. There's so many close calls.
But I was like looking up in the building. I was like, I don't know why they'd be up there. So then the last one was at our current church building. And that one was my favorite because it's like our life now, really, and like doing ministry together and everything. And the last line he said in the note was, God is writing our love song. And I was like, that is so cute. Like, that line is so cute, right? So we get ready. Rachel's like, you probably want to take off your jacket now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And like, meanwhile, like in the car, we're listening to love songs. Like, we're really trying to get the mood. So like, we'll be like blasting and like bumping a song. And then the next song we'll be like crying, like just talking about like, because we both know what's happening here. Like, she's not hiding it. I'm not hiding it. But she's not giving me details. So that was special too, because I feel like that helped me kind of prepare myself. I wasn't just like listening to like Christmas music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting in the zone. So the last song we were listening to was Turning Page by this girl called Sydney Rose, and it's a very beautiful song. And you can probably guess like what it's about. It's like a new chapter with someone. And so I was like crying, and we were like pulling out to this like really cute place. And Rachel's like, okay, you go in, I'll follow you. In.
You see the bow?
Yeah.
The glowing bow.
But that wasn't you, right? No.
Just, did you see it? You appreciate
Did
it?
you go through it?
Yes. Thought it was cute.
You're welcome.
Okay. So
They kept it up because it looked so good.
So basically, this place it's an old church building, and the first level is this boutique that a girl from a church in our area, she owns it. So it's like Christian based, and then upstairs is like this empty space, but it's like really pretty because it has like the ceiling and everything, and a bell. And so I walk up the stairs, there's like candles and whatever. Also, right when I walk in, there's a sign that says JLo this way, and it points upstairs. Well, I'm like, I'm gonna go shopping. I'm making a joke. Little did I know, everyone was hiding in the boutique area, right? Like in the dressing rooms.
Yeah, Braedon.
So if I actually walked in, I
There's
might
like
have
five.
like...
There's 4 people that are hiding there.
Okay. So I
But
probably didn't see him, but...
We were lucky to go there because we were going to hide somewhere else where if you would have
Like
done
stepped
that
in.
joke,
Yeah.
you would have
That's what Dad
saw
said.
us so completely.
Literally.
So we were happy where we were.
So, yeah. So, I walked upstairs. There's like candles. It's quiet. So I'm like tiptoeing. Like, I don't know. And I thought he was going to be like sitting there, but no one was there. It was empty. Except a TV and like a rug, because it's hardwood, and still candles and whatever. There's a TV. And so I walk up and it said, play me. So it was like a button. There was also AirPods. I completely missed that. And so I was literally listening to this video from a computer speaker, which is not that loud, like a laptop speaker. Anyway, it was still really special. And this video literally said, so thank you, BC Pro Productions, for literally creating that lovely video of me and Caeden's relationship. So basically it said, BC Pro Productions presents. I forget the next slide. J and C.
J plus C, yeah.
J plus C. So,
J plus
and
C
then
got his writing
Caeden
on
said,
those.
like, he did a voiceover of, like, what's kind of going on and just a little bit, like, of a love note. And then this song, Love Like This by Ben Rector, which is really good, played, and it was, like, pictures from when we first met till now, which he went through my phone the day before. I didn't really think anything of it. But he
Was that
like,
when she was sleeping?
Yeah, when I was sleeping.
That's why you're on.
So he literally was like, remember when you like were showing me photos, which I did a long time ago. He's like, I need to go through those. I want to go through those and see the rest of them and send them to myself. I'm like, okay. I was not on my A game. I was really tired that day. So while I was sleeping, he was literally sending pictures to himself. Anyway, so the video played. At the end of the video, it said, turn around. And so that was the moment. I also heard him walk in because I didn't have the earphones in. But I wasn't going to turn around early. I was going to follow the rules. And so I turned around. He was standing there. We kind of stared at each other because I was like, So then I walk up to him. He grabs my hands. He professes his love to me, obviously. And we're both crying. And then he gets down on one knee. And I literally, my vision goes blurred when I see this ring, okay? Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this big or shiny, you know? So he asked me, I said, that's huge. And then I said, yes, of course, or something, right? I don't really remember. I wasn't there. And then we hugged, and he screamed, she said yes. And then my whole family and his whole family ran in from the back and like the door. And that was just like the most special moment ever. Like, you getting on one knee was, yeah, it was really awesome. But like everyone being there surrounding us, like all of our close people. And there was like confetti poppers that scared me to death because they're so loud.
It scared me too.
I was like, whoa, we're getting shot.
Someone,
and then my friend has like a flash camera on. So I'm like, what's happening? I feel very overwhelmed. But it was so special. We were hugging everybody, crying. My family that weren't able to be in town were like on FaceTime. And it was just so special. And then we took a bunch of pictures with family and friends. And then we did a toast, and his parents and my parents, they all said something about us. And then Everyone prayed for us, which was so beautiful. And then we left for dinner at a very nice restaurant. That was fun. And then we started calling our friends, which was really cool. So.
Yeah, and we rang this bell, which you couldn't hear the bell being rung
from the inside.
In the inside of
very,
the place.
Very faint, and everyone was like talking.
So Jill and I were like ripping on this like rope, and it's so strong, like the actual bell is so heavy, so it's like pulling you, and it was attached to this door initially.
We did not attach.
So we're like, and I'm putting like all my strength into this, and so I'm going, and it's like ripping up. It's ripping up. Jilla held on really tight, like had no like leeway of letting it go, and she held on very tight, and it pulled the door, and it
slammed the back of my head. I literally was about to be knocked out. That's crazy. That was funny because someone has that on video.
Yeah, and then we took really cool photos on the stairs.
Yes.
On the stuff.
Yes, our friend Sarah was in town, and for Thanksgiving, right? Mm-hmm. Like she wasn't even in town for this.
I actually don't know what her plan was. I called Sarah like way before, and I was like, hey, this is happening.
Okay. Well, she was in town and she took pictures for us, and I'm so excited to see them. She's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's our story. And then we were up till very late, went to bed at like 1 a.m., woke up, went to church, served the Lord. It was awesome.
So that was such a beautiful, cool story, and like you did great with the details. And
did I?
Yeah, you did. It was actually funny too, because a lot of the times she was like, "Oh, I'd try to look for you guys." There's a lot of times where literally we were feet away, or like running, or sprinting, or hiding from each spot because we didn't want her to see us.
Yeah, it was actually kind of crazy, because at the city near us, the big skyscraper city, you could probably tell from what city we're in from that. But
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. And so we were behind this Christmas tree looking at Rachel's car, because that's the car they were taking in. And little did we know that Jayla was already like to our left. Like we were exposed. All she needed to do was just
It was not bright out though. It was getting dark.
All she needed to do was look to the right, and she would have saw these two dudes. Like almost, I was like pretty much really close to Braedon, just like staring, trying to look to see if Jayla was there.
I almost forgot like the biggest thing ever. The ring. I told them when I was like sharing my thoughts and stuff. I was like, I want it to be kind of a flat band and just like one diamond. And I want something though inscribed in it. Like I want it to be personalized in some way. And I was like, you do whatever you want to do, because I want it to be from your heart. And so he's like, do you see like what's it? And it's just like it's dim lighting. Again, my vision is blurred. So not really, but kind of felt that way. I was also shaking, so I could not see. And he told me that, and I eventually saw it. But on the inside of my ring, it says, God is writing our love song. And so that's like a full circle moment. Like this dude, I'm lucky because he thinks about like all the little things. He's very thoughtful. So
well, I'm very
it's really
lucky.
beautiful.
So such a beautiful, great story. For the last few minutes, do you guys want to kind of wrap down with like maybe some reflections? Caeden, maybe if like some few things to say, like let's try to bring this to a close, like good things.
Well, one thing, and actually you could probably relate to this, but like going up to it, you just fall more in love with them because you're taking this next step. And,
it's like serious now.
Yeah. And
like, like marriage, you're like, yeah, we'll get married one day.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh.
A specific day.
Yeah.
There's a huge diamond on my finger.
Yeah.
Like, this is legit now.
It's like, I wish, well, actually, I'm really glad. Braedon's a veteran in this. Not a veteran. He just has
done it many time.
Many times.
He's done it before.
Yeah, many times.
And he was giving me great advice. He's like, hey, take your time. Just really soak in the moment, because I was like freaking out the night before and the night before that one. And so, like, because I was working on this and I was like, wow, this is such a huge thing. And I just like kept falling more and more in love with her, seeing these, like the video that I was creating, writing these notes and seeing how obsessed I was with this one girl, how I couldn't get her out of my mind, how I just she stole my heart from the day I saw her. And so being able to write and profess my love in words meant a lot to me. And so I wrote at 5,421 words.
Love how you counted them.
I didn't count them. Word counted
count.
them. And because I was curious, I was like, I wonder how many...
you typed it out and
yeah.
then you... Okay, that
typed
makes sense.
it, refined it, had people read it.
Oh, okay.
Had it, and then...
That's cool.
And then I wrote it out. And then I literally thought to myself, I don't think I wrote enough. Because in our... Wow. In our story, we have a lot of memories. Mm-hmm. And, what were you going to say? Oh, I got it. So in our story, we have a lot of memories and we have a lot of moments where I see her and she's the only person that can make me speechless and have butterflies in my whole entire body and like literally freaks me out sometimes. Which I wrote in the cards many times, but I was like, man, I don't think I wrote enough because I can't encapsulate how much love I have for this one person. And so when I proposed, it was kind of funny because Jayla and I we have like a best friend relationship. So we like joke around. We say my guy to each other some random times, or we'll joke around with each other. And then at that moment, we both were like, wow.
Imagine if we like dabbed each other. What? Oh my God. Like, where have you been?
Yeah, what dude, what's up? But in that moment, I just saw my best friend from a different angle because I was on a knee. She looked really tall, but I was like, wow. Because I was choking up when I was saying Jayla Marie because I couldn't even say it right away because I was like, oh my goodness, this is the moment I'm about to ask this girl if she wants to marry me. So I got on a knee and then I was like weeping. And then literally every single day I'm falling more and more in love with her. And it doesn't feel real. No. Because I'm like, she literally has a ring.
With each other, we're like more graceful.
Yeah, yes, much more graceful.
No, but like just going off of that, we grew up together. Like we've known each other ever since we were like 10 or something. And so I was telling him like it is such a gift that we're able to grow together, and we're like that I think helps us fall more in love with each other because we know I know who he used to be 5 years ago and he knows who I used to be 5 years ago. We've both grown so much from that time. So it's like extra special. This is long awaited. And I'm just excited to grow more with him. So
yeah, she makes me very happy.
He makes me really happy.
And I was really happy too because Braedon and I went on this adventure together, and Braedon means a lot to me. And so when him and I were going, there's a lot of moments where Braedon and I cried together and hugged each other. And my favorite moment with Braedon was we were in a dressing room together with the curtain because we couldn't be seen. Mm-hmm. And I was like getting emotional and I felt a hand on me and I heard him start to pray. And that meant so much to me because it gave me so much strength. And it made me go, I can do this. So it was beautiful. It was very beautiful.
BC Pro, these are the two most important men in my life other than my dad. I love you guys.
I love you too.
That's BC Pro, guys.
Oh my God.
No, I'm trying to cry right now. I mean, at least they can't see us, right?
So true. So true.
That's crazy. Someone just ran in and started crying on the microphone.
That's so
crazy.
Weird.
Thank you, Joe. That means a lot. I think we all love each other. I'm so excited to see as it from someone outside of it, like to see like, man, dude. All right, but this is just like the man for my sister, my little sister. My little sister, and I'm just to see you so happy and be in love. You guys are perfect for each other. It's about time, right? And one thing, like seriously, that's so cool. Like, I feel bad for our parents because we're both moving out, but like getting engaged in the same year and getting married in the same year, like there's no one like I can think back to like what 2024 meant to me and what 2025 will mean to me and how those would be two of my most important favorite years of my life, and I can share it with someone people I care about so much, and we have like that thing that we can share like forever. It's gonna be spectacular.
That's
Um,
so true.
So yeah, that was BC Procast episode 56. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like it. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. This is their love story. It's like the start almost again because it's a new chapter. One book is written. Now we're going on to Exodus. Genesis, Exodus. Exodus is a bad word. But anyways, I was trying to make a joke. But we're moving on to the next one. We're very, very excited for it. So we definitely feel your curiosity. I know a lot of people are going to be like, no way, that's how it happened. And you did great with the details. I feel like you should always test the woman every once in a while to see how they describe the proposal. I think it reflects if they like it or not. We definitely feel your curiosity. Make sure you pray. Make sure you read your Bible. Build a relationship with Him is just as important. Like these two right here, the reason why they work, the reason why they the way they are is because they've had God at the center, and God will be at the center of everything from their relationship from now on. So, that was BC Procast episode 56. Peace.